So guys, according to crypto Twitter, the largest liquidation of all time by a huge margin on Rollbit is over, is done. Aguila Trades, or whatever his name is finally out of Rollbit after selling 9 figures worth of Rollbit during the last 1.5 years. Now, why that tweet is really fascinating, especially after the videos that we've already done here about Rollbit, that how the heck is that possible? That you have one of the biggest crypto casinos in the world burning a staggering $100 million worth of Rollbit that they are actually buying off the market and burning that, but still somehow for the past 1.5 years Rollbit was just going down and down and down. And what makes the whole thing even more staggering is that practically since October, November 2023, this is when actually most of the crypto bull run really ignited and started. So the majority of all the other super successful coins in the cycle, like Solana, Render, Bitcoin, Dog with Hat, Bonk, all of that started mooning like crazy from November 2023. So during all of this time, Rollbit had a bear market of its own. So is actually all of that massive sell pressure that was holding down Rollbit, and did it actually leave Rollbit unbelievably undervalued just because of this one individual trader or investor? And now, does it actually mean that this is the big star? That was Rollbit actually super undervalued like crazy here because it kept burning so much supply and they still have all of this revenue now that they keep buying all of that? So are we actually here, guys, at the start of a new mind-boggling 30x of the leading crypto casino token? This is what we're gonna discuss today, so welcome back to AR7 Crypto channel, and let's start discussing and understanding really what's going on. All right, so guys, thing number one, okay, I definitely do a lot of on-chain analysis and a lot of really in-depth data analysis to understand what's going on. However, guys, at the end of the day, there will always be many insiders. There will always be stuff that you, as an average investor and average Joe in the crypto world, you will not know. Okay, there's just tons of insiders and VCs and so on. And look, the number one thing that is the best source of truth for you, okay, whether all of that is true or not, is just the price chart itself. Okay, always the technical analysis and just whatever the chart is telling you, he is telling you the truth. And this is why I feel that this is the absolute best time to make this video as I'm recording the video here, that Rollbit is kind of consolidating here and kind of dropping from 13 cents back to 11 cents. But at the end of the day, guys, Rollbit had this massive downtrend, like we mentioned, that technically started even from August 2023, even though it had a slightly higher high, but it was really a fake out of the breakout of the all-time high, and then it really, like you can see, it really collapsed over here. That can be seen a lot better here on the weekly chart. All right, so as I'm recording the video, we have the first week by Rollbit really possibly breaking this massive downtrend since August 2023, just this week, and at the moment it doesn't look like it's gonna go back, although this week isn't fully over yet. So when it comes to just looking at the price chart, all right, we are definitely having a massive breakout here and a massive move since the last Saturday of November 23rd, from 6-7 cents all the way to 13 cents at the high, and now kind of consolidating here a bit at 11 cents. Now, guys, the next few days really and the next week is gonna be really pivotal to see, does Rollbit really start its way here for, like I said, approximately something like a 30x, or is it just another fake out, and is actually all of that massive sell pressure isn't really over yet and all of that is a lie, or it's not, like, again, the full picture, the full situation. So starting from the technical analysis and then moving on to the on-chain analysis that can also help us further. With the technical analysis, this is as simple as it gets, okay? For me, all of that kind of massive breakout is really nice and cute and good to see. However, if all of that breakout is actually gonna collapse below 9 cents, and then especially below this downtrend, you know, this white line going all the way to August 2023, If this is gonna go below 9 cents and then even below 8 cents after the breakout that it had, it will just be a massive fake breakout, and then this is actually gonna go a lot further down than the lows over here. However, at the moment as I'm recording the video, this is irrelevant. This is at 11-12 cents as I'm recording the video, and you know, it's not really that close really to you know, testing this 9 cents as support, even though that's very reasonable in my opinion in the next few days or week. So as long as Rollbit just stays over here, right, and you know, consolidates, or maybe even possibly, you know, if this is kind of a reverse head and shoulders over here, so you know, possibly it's really going to this big kind of 14 cents level region, right, and then it can consolidate a little bit here, basically between 10 to 14 cents. If this is what will start happening, it is, in my opinion, in high likelihood a start of one of Rollbit's biggest moves, probably the biggest move in this whole bull run by Rollbit, and then of course by other crypto casino tokens too. So this is as simple as it gets with the technical analysis. Now guys, like I said, sometimes, especially here with Rollbit, that this is a token that is interesting to me. In my opinion, it has a fantastic potential. One of the extra things, extra insights that could help us, which I've discussed in my past videos, which I'm also gonna link in the description below, in my past videos about Rollbit, and I explained why it's the only token that is going down while they're burning 100 million worth of dollars, right? How is that even possible? This was the only channel here, AR7 Crypto channel was the only channel on YouTube that really identified how and why all of that is going on. So I'll also explain now, moving forward, where can we see the extra hint and the extra information. Is this actually true or not, or is this still gonna be a fake out, and do we still gonna continue to have some massive endless sell pressure? All right, so I have here two dashboards, which I'm also gonna link for you to see. However, the key dashboard that we need to look at is the Rollbit. I called it Whale's front running tool. However, the key thing, right, that I want to focus over here, like I said, the answer lies in two places. One is in the chart itself, so as long as it doesn't dump and it looks good, this is answer number one. However, having an extra deeper look on chain can always give you an extra edge. So in that regard, this is where we can see answer number two. And basically this is this chart and this chart. And arguably also this chart could also be interesting, right? So basically, what do we see here? Okay, when I made this dashboard and made my analysis on Rollbit, I just identified that the primary wallets, right? So what you can see here, you can see the table of the largest traders of all time of Rollbit and the largest wallets that have profited the most out of Rollbit. All right, and like you can see, you have a few wallets that are, you know, just a select few that are massively outperforming all the rest. All right, so like the top 25 are at $1 million or more, but then number one, $43 million, right? It's a wallet that is over here. It's a wallet that, from my on-chain research, the next four wallets were identified as Rollbit market making / arbitrage wallets that reflect market making of Rollbit exchange. All right, so let me show exactly what that means. This is the wallet, right? So when we go here, we can see just, you know, a small amount of Ethereum and then some decent amount over here, although not such a crazy large amount relative to how much they profited, right? Like they profited, what is it, $43 million, and over here they have under $1 million, you know, not like 100 million or 50 million or something like that. So let's have a look. So if we look at what do they have here, they just have here Rollbit and USDC, a little bit more of Rollbit and a little bit less of USDC. And like you can see, you know, I'm not gonna make this video way too long, but you know, I'm gonna link this wallet obviously, and you can have a look for yourself. Basically, they're buying and selling Rollbit and USDC back and forth. All right, so like recently they've been in a cycle of buying Rollbit, which also obviously helped Rollbit to go slightly higher thanks to this wallet and a few other, again, either market making or arbitrage wallets. And why do I call them also arbitrage is just because, like you can see, they always receive funds from the Rollbit centralized exchange. So this wallet basically always receives funds, receives new Rollbit and USDC, but mostly Rollbit, funds from the Rollbit centralized exchange, where we obviously don't know exactly who that was. And then this wallet is buying and selling Rollbit and USDC back and forth. All right, so again, it is either a market making wallet. Now, if this is not a market making wallet, this is an arbitrage wallet that is reflecting what is happening on the Rollbit centralized exchange. Anyway, so bottom line is that this wallet and some of the other wallets that I identified over here, they are reflecting the market making / this massive sell pressure that is going on originally on the Rollbit centralized exchange, which is where you get most of this sell pressure, right? That is offloading all of these buybacks, right? So we have $100 million worth of Rollbit being bought by the team of Rollbit and burned, and then since Rollbit started trading on Uniswap, these market making wallets combined, all right, they liquidated almost the same amount, $75 million, and at some points in history it was actually on par, just with the amount that Rollbit team were buying. So anyway, the main key here, guys, is that either this is true over here and this trader is done selling, and he was selling on the Rollbit centralized exchange, and this is how we have this massive and this is how we have all of this massive number, $75 million, meaning, like, if this is actually true, what it means is that, let's say they sold, for round numbers, let's say they sold $100 million worth of Rollbit. So it means that without a single trader, the Rollbit centralized exchange activity was supposed to be actually $25 million positive instead of negative. So with all of that being said, guys, this is exactly how we can understand if all of that was true or not. Or I don't know, maybe it is true, but maybe there's another whale there sitting somewhere on the Rollbit centralized exchange planning to sell another 9-figure, right? And then Rollbit is not gonna 30x. So like I said, place number 1 is the chart. Place number 2 is this thing over here, guys, and this thing over here, guys. And I'm gonna explain simply how can you really track that and understand also for yourself what are the chances that this stuff is really done and we're starting at 30x, or is Rollbit still gonna struggle and I don't know, in the worst case scenario drop lower. In the decent case scenario, maybe it still will hold this area, but maybe it will still not do a 30x, right? Maybe it will, again, maybe reach like a 2x to this all-time high again, or, just underperform severely because of these endless sellers. This is where we can see it, right? So now, when you look at that from the first glance, it may look, what the heck is going on, like green and red, right? But this is actually a key thing for you guys to understand, right? Because what does it really show you? It shows you, okay, this is the market makers on-chain tracker. And what you can see here is these, again, either market making or arbitrage wallets reflecting all of the sell pressure coming from the Rollbit centralized exchange. You can see how much in percentage were they buying or selling every week. And the key thing is that, similarly, like you can see over here, this is how much they sold over time. And you can see, like, it's rarely green, like it's primarily red. Almost every single week here is red. And some weeks when Rollbit was really at the bottom, we're kind of, struggling quite a lot here at 6 cents, right? Like it was overwhelmingly red, right? Like 78%, 93%, 88%, right? So at the moment, as I'm recording the video, guys, these arbitrage wallets reflecting the Rollbit exchange, they are still red as I'm recording the video in this week, the week of November 25th, right? It is still 73%, even though the price pumped from 8 cents to 12 cents. And here, over here, you can just see the actual numbers, right? So on this particular week, you had these specific arbitrage wallets selling $1.7 million and buying 600,000 worth of dollars. Which reflects like the 73% to 26% ratio. And also over here, guys, you can also see how predominantly it's more red than green, and here in red than green, and here and there you have a few occasions where it was more green than red, and of course you had spikes in prices because finally this Rollbit centralized exchange had more buying than selling. Also, basically, in the kind of really in the bull run that Rollbit had in the early part of 2023, right, like from 2-3 cents to approximately 20 cents, right, you can see that over here you had very decent amount of buy pressure from the Rollbit exchange, right, like you had a few weeks with like still the selling was higher here, but the just the green bar was not too bad in this region, right? And just generally in these regions, you see the green was kind of okay, but since January, the green is pretty dead and the red is the only one that's around. So that, guys, would be the answer number 2 and the clue number 2. Now, with that being said, guys, like I mentioned, I want to have a look on some of the crypto casino token competitors that Rollbit have and see if actually if it is a major 30x starting here with Rollbit. Do we actually have, because Rollbit is like the largest market cap right now and the largest crypto casino with a crypto token, do we actually have these smaller like massive 100x opportunities, right? So if Rollbit is gonna do a 30x, then you can have a few tokens that are gonna outperform Rollbit massively, and they're actually gonna do 100x or more. So let's have a look, right? So I already have over here some of the tokens, right? So token number 1 would be Shuffle, which would be another fairly large coin, right? So Rollbit right now, as I'm recording the video, is 276 million market cap. And let me just move myself here for to find Shuffle. Shuffle is only 40 million. It's a lot smaller. However, an important key thing is that they only launched their token actually this year. So their fully diluted valuation is pretty close to Rollbit, actually. So what that means is primarily in the bear market, this token will need to kind of survive, one bear market, which Rollbit has already done, and some of the other tokens we'll discuss have also already done. So this is why Shuffle, it has decent chances to outperform Rollbit, because at the moment it's a small market cap, and I'm talking about like decent chances of outperforming from the moment I'm recording the video, right, until the end of until the peak of both tokens and the peak of the crypto bull run cycle. However, this individual one, I'm not like that strongly confident that it's gonna outperform. First of all, because the technical analysis still doesn't look that great, and it's technically actually in a downtrend as I'm recording the video. So Rollbit is not in a downtrend anymore. Its low was back in August, and it's clearly having an uptrend here. So one of the ways I'm searching for, are we in an uptrend or not, is just looking at the Heikki Nashi weekly candles, right? So we have increasingly more greens than reds, and especially if we go on the longer time frames, this is really helping us to identify a trend, right? So over here, Rollbit was in a clear uptrend, then it was in a clear downtrend, and then green, red, back to green again. This is how normally you have a momentum shift back to a new upside. Now Shuffle, at the moment is pretty indecisive, right? So it was red, it was green for a bit, but at the moment, as I'm recording the video, November is pretty close to be over. As I'm recording the video here, so Shuffle actually has chances to coming back to red, right? Back to especially in the weekly here, you can see that this is in a downtrend right now. So as I'm recording the video, I'm just not that excited yet about Shuffle, just because it broke this downtrend, and you can see it like it was a really massive fall from grace kind of thing for Shuffle, since it broke this uptrend. It's beneath its bull market support band, and it's in a downtrend. So I think it still can definitely outperform Rollbit. However, I personally go, the trend is your friend. I go with the trend. So at the moment, the trend is not on the side of Shuffle. However, another token that the trend is actually on its side, that would be Block Asset, the Block Asset token, which already looks completely different from Shuffle that has broken many uptrends. So for Block block asset, I'm gonna go to coin market cap because on CoinGecko it doesn't display the correct information right now. So the most correct information in terms of block assets, fully diluted market valuation or the actual market cap based on the real circulating supply, is on coin market cap. And over here we can see that the market cap right now is $21 million. It's only a 2x less than Shuffle, but it's 10x less than Rollbit. But also, like I said, very importantly, especially if we compare to Shuffle that had 200 million market cap in fully diluted valuation, here with block asset the fully diluted valuation is absolutely not in the same category, because the block asset token actually exists from the end of the last bull run, from the end of 2021, and it already experienced the 2022 and 2023 bear market, and it has already survived the bear market. Majority of crypto tokens, they are not surviving bear market, so Shuffle still needs to prove that it's capable of surviving the bear market, but block asset has already done that, and it's already behind the block token. And like we said, it is right now, so the trend is your friend, right? So right now, block asset is in a positive trend, okay? So we are above the bull market support band after recently regaining it back, holding it as support for 2 weeks, basically, including the current week, and now shooting up all the way to this major resistance level that it has at 13 cents. So basically it looks like, you know, since really, you know, the lows over here, so the absolute low was at the crypto bear market low for Solana, Bitcoin, and the rest of the market in December 2022. Then it had a higher low back in October 2023, and basically since late 2023, start of 2024, it was in a massive reaccumulation and consolidation over here for about a year, between 13 cents to 5 cents. So like we can see, it had a few attempts to break this region of 13 cents, which it hasn't done yet. However, guys, like at the moment, at least as I'm recording the video, you can see that specifically today, Rollbit is down 14%, Shuffle is down 11%. This is up 13%. And, you know, guys, just looking at this chart, if it is able to close 1 to 2 weeks above 13 cents over here, it will basically confirm that all of that was some massive reaccumulation by new whales, and that it's finally ready to start being in this new higher region that it didn't visit since the end of the last bull market. So yeah, guys, that being said, all of that being said, like we mentioned, I think if Rollbit is still definitely the leader of the crypto casino token category. And again, honestly, guys, I hope that this is true, and I hope that this is gonna flip, right? And this is finally gonna start being more green than red. And you know, this is a sustainable and real uptrend. So to sum up the video, like I mentioned, first of all, technical analysis. The chart is always the best storyteller, because it doesn't matter what other insiders or other X accounts or myself on YouTube, doesn't matter what anybody says, the chart is telling you the real story. So right now we have a massive breakout. It's very impressive. It's above 9 cents. In my opinion, it's bullish. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt that this is true, and this was actually the situation of who was selling all of that Rollbit. And it is actually gonna do approximately a 30x from the lows, because if all of that is true, that means that Rollbit was massively undervalued, and that now the next major wave of $100 million that is gonna buy back and burn Rollbit is gonna absolutely obliterate the price of Rollbit to the upside, because Rollbit's market cap is 270 market cap, right? So like it can just easily get way past 1 billion market cap with the buybacks that they're doing. If not even, I don't want to go way too deep, but I think it even has chances of maybe being not way too far from 10 billion at the very peak of the bull market. But again, like I said, if Rollbit is gonna fly, knowing crypto, right? Crypto is narrative driven, so once you have like the primary meme coins are doing very well, or the primary gaming coins are doing well at the peaks of the bull run, then you have the smaller plays that are actually outperforming what is the main coin doing. So yeah, guys, I was AR7 crypto once again. I know we have a lot of new people that are here to make it in the big way in this new crypto, in this new revived crypto bull run that we're having. So like I said, I'm gonna come back making weekly videos every single Sunday. If you like this type of content, this a lot more deeper analysis than the majority of the analysis there over YouTube. If you like to see it, you're very welcome to like and subscribe and to join me in this rest of this bull run. So thank you very much for being here once again, and have a fantastic week and a fantastic weekend ahead, and cheers as always.